Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and in today's video I'm going to show you a few pieces that I've bought in. All these have come in off car boot sales and they are for resale at the shop. Now they range in quality and age. I have some pieces that are almost brand new and I have pieces that are 19th century. It's a nice little mix. I've done the research ready for you to show you some research as well, so you will get to see the pieces as well. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Now I'm going to start off, obviously I have a group or collection of very large Staffordshire pottery dogs. These are 19th century ones. I have a pair and a single. Now unfortunately they don't pull the money they used to, guys. They cost me a fiver each, fiver a dog. And to be honest with you, with that money they're decorative enough. But unfortunately they're not that commercial, but I weren't going to leave them there at that money, and I'll show you the research on them in just a minute. And of course, before I move to the research, you'll actually get a close-up look of all the pieces. I've got some brand new, in the box, never been out of the box, Harry Potter figures. I have Harry and I have Ron from the film The Philosopher's Stone, the very first Harry Potter film. I'm not sure of the date, it's a while ago now, let's put it that way. Let me see, 2001, so 17 years ago. Wow, was Harry Potter really that long ago? Shocking. They were £2 each, so we're going to have a look into those. I have a really nice bronzed, it's not bronze, it's bronzed in my opinion, dragon, Chinese dragon, coiled. Now I think it would have had an egg in the centre and it would have been coiled around his egg. There is no egg. I may be wrong because I can't find another, but I'm sure there should have been an egg. Now it was sold to me as bronze, but I genuinely don't believe it to be bronze. I'm more of the opinion that, I don't know, it's yellow metal, so maybe solid bronze, guys, but I'm more of the opinion that it was lead or something seriously heavy covered in bronze. But either way, I've bought it as a decorative piece. I haven't been able to do research on this one. I did look for them and I just couldn't find one. It's a modern piece, I'm under no delusions, it has no age, but it is very decorative. I'm going to show you it now in just a minute. Weighs about 5 kilos, 4 or 5 kilos, so you never know, fingers crossed. I have a couple of Chinese boxes, silver plate boxes with shards. These are known as shard boxes. Now a shard box is basically, I'm not sure how they've done it, whether they've gone to the riverbanks of Zhengzhou, I think it's pronounced, where all the porcelains have been made for hundreds of years, and all the shards or damage that was just tossed at the side of the river, they've been collecting shards of 18th and 19th century porcelains or whatever, and they mount them into little silver and silver plate boxes, and they're called shard boxes because there's a shard of porcelain in the lid. Quite decorative. These are new pieces. There's no age to them, but the shard boxes do sell. And obviously depends on the pattern, if you can get a figure and how decorative they are. So yeah, what can I say? They are what they are. They're interesting, and they're going to go in the cabinets and look lovely. I have a set of Punch and Judy and Little Red Riding Hood puppets and things. I think there's about 11 of them in there, something like that, and I'll show you them in a minute. Vintage puppets, hand puppets, probably 60s or 70s, somewhere around there. And we have a bit of art, some form of alabaster bird. It has an artist name underneath, or gallery name. Created by Agnes Lewis. So we'll have to look that up, because I haven't done the research on that one yet, but I will do in a minute. And we have a carved alabaster bird, and then it looks like the base has been varnished, or the whole thing may have been varnished. So that's a little different, totally strange looking thing, quite natural. So it's a nice little mix. I don't know if I showed you this one. We have a project which is a Regency or an early 19th century cornucopia. Now this, I'll talk about this when I come closer to the time. I have the brass or bronze hand, I have this beautiful cut glass trumpet, but it doesn't come with a marble. Now I've got marble out the back in the shed. Now I'm going to send away to get a piece of marble cut for the base, 2 holes drilled, and I'm going to mount this cornucopia onto a genuine piece of marble. I got a couple of colours, I got pink and white. I'll probably mount it in pink marble and see how it looks. So that's a project, but I'm going to show you the prices of cornucopias, period ones. Oh, excuse me. It's really late, pitch black everywhere, and I'm absolutely knackered. Won't be long once I've made this film, I will be in the land of Nod. This little box here is about 4 or 5 kilos in weight, and I'm going to show you what's in that in a few minutes. I haven't been able to research it to get a price on there, but it's not for resale, that's for myself. So I'm going to get to showing you these pieces, guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy having a look. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we have the Staffordshire dogs. This is what's called a fantail. They are Victorian ones, and I'm going to show you the research on them in just a minute. We come down here, we got Harry Potter. As you can see, they've still got the zip ties or the elastic ties around them. They've never been out of the box. So you got Harry and you got Ron. Come across here, these are the shard boxes, guys. Now they'll always have different patterns because they are literally just pieces of porcelain they found at the side of the river. Some of these are mounted in silver, some in bronze, some in white metal, and they pull a varying amount. These ones are nothing spectacular, guys, and they are modern, but they are decorative at the same time. Hey, look at that, it's a compact one. Got a mirror inside. Let me show you this beautiful bronze dragon. I think the egg would have sat somewhere in there and he would have been coiled around his egg, but it's very decorative, very heavy, very large, so I'm happy with that. This is the bird sculpture and the label underneath. I like it when you've got a label and it tells you everything you need to know, nice and easy. And my puppets, we got a nice variety here. We got Little Red Riding Hood, there she is. We got the Big Bad Wolf. I think we got Punch and Judy and the policeman, I'm sure. Yeah, there's the policeman. There's a whole assortment in here anyway. So we're going to have a little look what these puppets pull. And this one, finally. It's a nice old tin anyway, but the tin isn't what I had it for. So, inside. Right. Now, I haven't done the research on this because I haven't been able to find any. However, let me show you what's in here. This comes from a very old man who've had it for a very long time and done a lot of work with it. About 5 kilos of gold powder. It's all gold leaf. genuine antique gold leaf for doing restoration. And there's kilos and kilos of it in there. I don't want to lose too much. I've already lost some, but there, it's coming out already. So I have a tin full of gold leaf. Now, if you want to buy gold leaf, it's something like £1 or £2 a sheet, and they don't weigh anything. This is a large box, and it is full and heavy. Absolutely perfect if I want to do gold leaf in. So I get any nice old antique frames in that need repair, got the gold leaf. Or anything I want to cover, I got it there. I paid £10 for that whole tin of gold leaf powder. £10, guys, that was for nothing. I'm not being funny. I don't know how much gold is in gold leaf, but I tell you now, it's got to be more than £10 of gold in that. And if it's not, I couldn't give a monkey. Just the repair value to do repairs is well worth that. Now with this is the cornucopia. Let me show you this. This trumpet is beautifully, every single thing is facet cut all the way down. All the top is all cut. You got the bronze hand, really nice. The end is all shaped and cut. I just got to super glue it back into the mount when I put the screws in. No chips or nothing, so it's just ready to be mounted onto a bit of marble to be displayed. Okay, I'm going to show you now some of the monies these cornucopias can pull. Now that, granted, that isn't even in comparison to what I got. Look at they are spectacular. A pair of Bohemian 19th century cornucopia, £1,500, absolutely worth every penny. Alright, but you come down, that's a Regency one, same cut flute. Alright, the mount is spectacular, it's £1,000, but look, there's the flute I got. Alright, we come down, let's have a look here. Granted, these are asking prices, guys, right, but there aren't many that are actually sold. I'll show you the one that I did find that it finished. Now there's a pair of the same period as what I've got, or maybe a little later, and they're on a plain marble base, and they were 200 or asking 200. Again, is another one, but quite an elaborate base. Some of these can pull real good money, guys. You see there, that is an absolute stormer of an example. You've got a beautiful Vaseline or opaline glass there, bronze hand on a bit of marble. They're 145. Now I see the one I got, very similar to this. Bronze hand. Once I put a nice bit of pink marble down or white marble and this Regency beautiful cut flute, it's going to be £100–150 in my opinion. Now if we come over here to the soles, wrong one, have I lost the soles, have I? Let me go up to the top and I'll change this to soled. Don't know what happened to that. Let's go to the soles. Right, we come down and it's very poor on the listings here for the soles. In fact, the only ones I could find of the period were these. Beautiful again, opaline glass, very similar to the one I just showed you for 145, and they sold a pair for £54. You know, I would have bought them at that money and sold them out 100 each. Absolutely stunning. Goes to show you can buy off eBay to resell. So that's the cornucopia, guys. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. See if I can get a photo for you. Hang on, of what it's going to look like. Have they got a side-on view? Yeah, side-on view. That's what it's going to look like. It'll have the hand, the beautiful Regency cut glass trumpet, and the marble base. Okay, so we come across now. I done a search for Chinese shard boxes. Alright, so if we come down here, we have one here, £33, but it has got a nice scene, famille rose scene. A simple, very similar to what I have, shard box there with nothing, just a bit of blue and white, £25. That one there is quite nice because it's got the old man an elder or whatever they want to call it. 22. Again, another very similar one. You can see they're only base metal. You can see the copper coming through here, and not really a spectacular pattern. £16. So you can see the sort of monies they pull. Now I'm going to put a tenner each on the shard boxes I've had. They've come in for no money at all, and I mean no money at all. So that's what I'll be doing with those. With the puppets, now I found a set of Wizard of Oz, set of 8 Wizard of Oz, very similar with the plastic or the early plastic heads, and they sold for 49, which is £37 there. And I found another set which was Punch and Judy and other ones, all the hand ones with the plastic heads. They were £23. So they're not going to go for spectacular money. You know, if I put 30 quid on them and take an offer or anything over 20. But they are just something interesting for the shop. Harry Potter figures. Now I've done a search. I only come up with 41 results. Hermione there, £29. There's Harry, brand new in the box, same as mine is on the card, £25. There's Ron, £25. There aren't any others of Ron and Harry. Not in the box anyway. So you're looking, I'm probably going to put £15 a piece on them, and I'll be happy to get that, to be totally honest with you. Next we're looking at Staffordshire dogs. Now I've typed in Staffordshire dogs and these are the actual sold results, and to be totally honest with you, this is around where we're looking around here, which is about £50. And to be honest with you, that's more than I was actually expecting, and that's the truth. As decorative as they are, the large pair is going to go for about 45 or 50, and the single for about 20, 25. But that is more than I was expecting, guys, I'll be honest with you. But let me give you a tip with Staffordshire. The Staffordshire that pulls the real money, if I show you this one here, right, hopefully you'll be able to see the difference now when I show you. Right. See the legs, see the front legs there, that's what you're looking at. And then you come over to this one here, see the front legs on here. This is what's called an open front legs, and if it's got open legs it's worth far more because it was harder to mould. Let me give you an example of how much they're asking. This is an asking one, not a sold one. £915 because it's got open legs. So alright, that may be a rare one, but all the ones with open legs are the ones you want to buy and look for. They're the dearer ones. Was anything else? Bear with me a second, guys. Well, guys, there was no sold lots by this Agnes Lewis for me to compare, and I didn't find any on a quick Google search, so that's just a decorative piece. I'll put in the shop for about £15–20. If I get 5 minutes tomorrow I will have another look, but to be honest with you, the quality isn't there to justify the time that it's going to take to find everything out about it. Even if it's, you know, if she's an artist and she's registered, it ain't going to be worth 30–40 quid, so it's just no point me putting my time into that. Staffordshire dogs, as we said, you're talking for the 3 of them, 60–70 quid, I'd be over the moon. If someone came in and said, oh, I'll give you 50 for the 3, I'd let them have them. Harry Potter figures, 15 quid a piece as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what they're selling on eBay, and if someone says a tenner each, they're gone. Cornucopia is going to be my repair project. This bronze dragon, as I've said, I'm not 100% yet what it's made of. It's easy to test. I'll get a file in the morning, I get a file underneath. If it's white metal when I file it, it's lead or base metal. If it's yellow metal underneath when I file it, give it a decent file, then it is solid bronze. And I can tell you now, it's over 5 kilos. Beautiful casting to the dragon's head. Really nice, almost a comical look to the dragon. Love it. I'm sure he would have had an egg. I'm not certain, but I think he would have had an egg. And he's got some screw holes where he may have been mounted to a base. So, but either way, really nice. I'm going to put about £75 on the dragon. Whether it's made of lead with bronze finish or whether it's solid bronze, it's going out for about £75. Now the dragon actually doesn't owe me anything. When I was in Merthyr Tydfil, I paid £100 with the dealer for a solid silver chalice, which I'll get for you in just a second. I don't know if I've shown you already. This bronze and a few other pieces, and the silver chalice comes in at 360 grams of silver, which more than gives me every penny of my money back. So this is free. I give them £100 for it all. I'm going to show you the chalice now. And as I said, when I weigh that in now on the weekend, that's all my money back and a profit. I got the dragon and a few other pieces and some silver necklaces and that, all thrown in for the £100, so I done really well. So this is going to be my big profit of the day on that purchase. I had the 3 or 4 necklaces which are hanging up on my £10 rail already. The chalice is going to go for about 120, 130, and then this is going to go for anything over 60, to be honest with you. I'm not going to probably take less than £50 on it, just on the decorative value. These shard boxes, I think they were literally like £1 each. They were so cheap. And I'm going to be putting £12 each on these in the cabinet. The bird, she came in, I think it was £1, £2, it wasn't a lot of money. It was cheap, and again, 15 quid. The puppets, they come in, they actually did cost me money. I paid, I think it was either £8 or £9 for those in Bessemer a couple of weeks ago. I know the dealer I bought them off, and I'm trying to think now, because I know he was asking the tenner, but I can't remember whether we agreed on the 8 or the 9. I'm sure it was the 9 actually, because he said, oh, it's £1 a puppet, but it was more puppets than the 9 in there. So that's where we're at with them, and I'm going to put about 25 on them really in the shop. I'll leave them in the box, cut the lid off so they can be displayed, leave them in the box. It's just something different and interesting to show in the shop. So all in all, I'm really pleased. It's a nice little group of items. It's just something different for the shop. Little cabinet fillers. I love cabinet fillers, guys. Curiosities, things that make the cabinets look interesting and pretty, and you know, good money for little space. You know, that takes up no space. 10 quid, happy days. I don't think the Harry Potters will last long. There's loads of collectors of them. Out of everything, best buy has to be the gold leaf. Without a doubt. I can imagine that's hundreds of pounds worth of gold leaf in there. Could be wrong, but you know what? I don't think so. There's a few kilos of gold leaf in there. And the money is going to earn me when I do repairs alone. It's worth hundreds. So, that's where I'm at, guys. I don't know what you think. Some interesting pieces. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, guys, I would appreciate a like and a share. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you've subscribed. I am grateful, guys. I'm up over 1,500 subscribers now. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. That's due to your support, your help, your shares and everything else, so thank you. Please continue to share and support. Guys, you'll find me on Facebook. I have a page and a group, AntiquesArena. You'll find me on eBay. I have a page, AntiquesArena Clearance. Make sure you put the word clearance after AntiquesArena. You'll find me on my own website, antiquesarena.co.uk and antiquesarena.com. Or you can come to the shop and see me. Excuse me. AntiquesArena, 78 Oxford Street, Mountain Ash, Charlie Foxtrot 45, 3 Hotel Bravo. Can't stop yawning. Shouldn't be fighting it off. You fight off a yawn and it just keeps coming back. Should have just had a yawn. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.